Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl who always wore a Red Riding Hood made by her grandmother. Everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother gave her a basket of goodies and said, "Take these to your grandmother, but remember to stay on the path and don't talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood happily set off through the forest. As she walked along the path, she met a sly wolf. "Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to visit my grandmother and bring her these goodies," she replied. The wolf had a wicked plan. "Why not pick some flowers for your grandmother?" he suggested. While Little Red Riding Hood picked flowers, the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house. When he arrived, the wolf knocked on the door. "Who's there?" called out Grandmother. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf replied in a sweet voice. "Come in, my dear," said Grandmother. The wolf pushed the door open and stepped inside, smiling sweetly to disguise his true intentions. He slowly approached the bed, maintaining his innocent facade. With a sudden, swift movement, the wolf pounced on Grandmother, covering her mouth to stifle her screams. Then he dragged her to the closet and locked her inside. Then he put on her nightgown and cap and climbed into bed. Soon after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived. She noticed something strange about her grandmother. "Grandmother, what big ears you have," she said. "All the better to hear you with, my dear," the wolf replied. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," she said. "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf replied. "Grandmother, what big teeth you have," she said. "All the better to eat you with," roared the wolf, leaping out of bed. Little Red Riding Hood screamed for help. A nearby woodcutter heard her and rushed in with his axe. He chased the wolf away, freeing Grandmother from the closet. Grandmother hugged Little Red Riding Hood tightly. "Thank you, brave woodcutter," they both said. She and her grandmother enjoyed the goodies together. That day, Little Red Riding Hood learned to always listen to her mother and stay on the path. And so, they lived happily ever after, safe and sound.